So we back with Walk Away Smiling. We got a special guest here today. Who we here with?
Sierra, aka SiSi Sweets, aka OG Trippy Treats.
Okay, we getting right into it then. Let's talk about it. OG Trippy Treats. How did that come about? How did you start that?
Walk away smiling from Belize. Walk away smiling from Belize. Walk away smiling from Belize. Walk away smiling from Belize.
EATTY situations, air.
Man, so OG Trippy Treats. I started making edibles about 3-4 years ago, and I just started making simple shit, brownies and cookies and just one type of cereal treat. And I just wanted to test it out to see how people were going to react to it. I love to cook. I love weed. Made sense combine both things I love and create it as one. So from the first batch of brownies I made and I gave out samples to everyone, everybody fucking stoned in the room. So from there, I got requests to make it, especially the cookies. I already bake well, but to then add cannabis to my baking, pure gold. So that's pretty much how it came about. And then I've just been developing my skills over the few years, better packaging, creating new recipes, new ideas, how to get my products out there on different platforms of social media, how to word my products properly without it kind of getting flagged and stuff, because it's not yet legal, but it's legal though. So really just trying to make it better, constantly, and it has grown. I've gotten a lot of business from a lot of people, a lot of recommendations. People follow me on social media. People are starting to recognize me in the world, and it is kind of weird because they're like, "Oh, you do the Trippy Treats," and I'm like, who are you? You feds or some shit? You don't know, but it's pretty dope though to get to network and meet new people.
For sure. Where did your love for cooking come from?
Man, that stemmed since I was a kid. I started cooking when I was 9. It was really just to kind of help my mom out, but I liked being in the kitchen. I wanted to create new stuff. I was always a very curious child, whether that was climbing trees, just trying to put together any do-it-yourself projects, creating projects. I just wanted to learn something. And I felt there was so much to learn in the kitchen. There was so much to do. And once I got in the kitchen, I would watch my mom cook, my grandmother cook, and I learned from them. And then I learned on my own as well. So a lot of things is self-taught as well.
When did you know you were creative?
When I was born.
Oh, you got it like that?
I feel we remember our creativity. We don't necessarily, we are born creative beings. We are born to create, because if we didn't create in this world, we wouldn't have shit. You know what I'm saying? If God is a creator, created all of this, how are we not able beings to create the things that we want in life? So for me, I feel just like anything I want, I can manifest, if I can vision it in my mind, I can do it, you know what I'm saying? And I just remembered everything I used to do as a kid that made me happy, doing little projects and stuff. So just wanting to have that same feeling, but as an adult, yeah, I remembered the kid in me that never died. That's my creativity right there.
And how do you keep that energy alive, that kid? How, a lot of people lose that when they grow up because of work and stresses of life. How do you keep that fun energy about yourself?
Hakuna Matata. No, but real shit though. Stress less smoke weed, drink water, and I don't entertain people's drama, bullshit, anything that does not have to do with me. I feel that if it's not trying to help me grow as a person, there's no reason to entertain it. There's no reason to give it my energy because it's not going to help me later on in life. Most people are complacent with being, stagnant in life, and I'm trying to move forward. And if you're not trying to move forward, then I feel like there's no reason to have you within my circle.
Why do you think people are complacent and stagnant in life?
They get comfortable. They get comfortable with doing the same thing day in and day out. They don't want change. They're afraid of change. And if you're afraid of change, if you are fearful, if you doubt your greatness, you're forever going to be on the sidelines watching others step into their greatness.
So, let's talk about 2019. What's it been like for you? What are you looking forward to? What's going on?
I'm looking forward to the future, for one. Always the best thing. 2019 has been a real eye-opener for me. I feel I've gotten out of my comfort zone this year. I've gotten to know myself more, experiencing more so self-love and understanding not just myself, but others, taking the time to get to know people, network with people, It's been a very positive experience for me so far. I feel myself growing. I see the change in me from now to where I was last year and years before that.
Let's talk about your comfort zone. How did you grow past that, and how does someone get past their comfort zone if that's what they know? How did you find that?
That feeling you get when staying the same hurts you more than growing. That feeling I felt made me want to change something within myself. And I know that only I have the power to do that because I control what I do. I control my destiny. I control the outcome. And if I don't put in any type of time or effort or energy, how can I expect change? I have to be the change that I want to see. So instead of complaining about shit not changing, why not just do it?
What's the best advice you've ever gotten? And who did you get it from?
My granddaddy tells me anything worth doing is worth doing well. And he also says you could spend 5 minutes complaining, or you can take 5 seconds to do it.
I actually want to ask you, where'd you get the name OG Trippy Treats from? How did you come up with that?
So, originally it was like just Trippy Treats. And then, it can mean like two things. It can mean like original, or it could really mean like just on some OG strand type shit. Like, I believe I had made it with an OG strand at the time, like some OG Kush, and then I had used cocoa nugs at the same time, so I was like, all right, we're gonna have this like OG Trippy Treats, and the name was really catchy, and people were like, OG Trippy Treats, like, what's that? And I was like, fuck it, we just gonna roll with this.
What's the benefits of smoking weed or eating the edibles?
Now, those are two different benefits. Now, with smoking weed, it's more so, for me personally, smoking weed relaxes me. It's more like another breath, another way of breathing in a way. Like, it makes me happy. I feel very relaxed, calm, like in my body and also in my mind. Like, cause sometimes my thoughts be all over the place, but when I smoke, I can just focus sometimes. And with edibles, the benefits, is more like a euphoric, happy, relaxed, uplifting feeling. Now, I will say you will be stuck. You will be stuck somewhere. So you might want to be somewhere comfortable if you're gonna like eat one of them.
So is that how you would tell someone to enjoy your edibles?
Okay, this is what I tell people if they want to. My tips for consuming edibles. For one, do not eat them on an empty stomach, okay? For two, it is not the same as smoking. So do not expect a quicker, faster reaction like me hitting this blunt. You know, it's going through your digestive system, so it takes time for it to break down. So you got to, you got to give it sometimes 45 minutes to an hour. And it's like once it hits you, you feel it in your entire body, and then it's like you're going to either be sitting somewhere or you're going to want to fall asleep.
Why do you think weed has a negative connotation to it?
To who?
The general public, you know, people are like, don't smoke weed.
Oh, maybe they never tried it, or maybe I feel if they're criminalizing weed, it's because they know the benefits of it and how much they can lose money on big pharma. Like pharmaceutical companies will lose millions of dollars, billions of dollars, which then means American corporation, because America basically is a corporation built off capitalism. So you would definitely have to have some type of money flowing in. And if you cut out all pharmaceutical companies because it's been replaced with marijuana, something natural, then they lose out on money. But now that they're legalizing marijuana, which means they're getting first dibs into the money pool, so they're already finna make money on it. But if they're already gonna be adding extra shit to it and trying to regulate it, then it's gonna be like the same with alcohol. Like, nothing gonna be special about it, really.
Speaking about business, when did you change it from a hobby into a business? When did you make that transition?
Really, when I would say about 4 years ago, and I was like kind of going through my beginning of my spiritual journey, I had this feeling like I wasn't happy. I've been working since I was 14. I wasn't happy working for other people. I don't like going by other people's rules. I don't like having to come in and leave at a certain time. I don't like the days that I work, you know. And my granddad always said, you know, you're never going to be happy until you own your own business. And he's a business owner. He has his own dental practice. You know, so as a kid, in my mind, I've always wanted to own my own business. My mom has her own business. She has her own, salon and stuff. So for me, I feel like I've always had, a business mentality. I just had to figure out what it was that I wanted to do and how I could make money off of it. So, yeah.
What are some business advice that you would give to people who want to be entrepreneurs? Or what are some that you live by yourself?
Yo, if you love what you do, perfect your craft. Make it your passion. Get better at it. Do it every day. And you'll see results. Because if you start to believe in yourself, then others will believe in you.
Who are some people you look up to when it came to business that you could make the right steps for yourself?
Like people I look up to now, on a business level?
Yeah.
I feel like as far as my peers on a business level, people who inspire me, Lamb, you, who else? There's a few friends of mine that inspired me to want to do better. Like a lot of them that got like starting their own businesses that I see on Facebook. Who is I see like a Scythe Mike doing his thing, or I don't even know the dude's name, but it's like Bally something or whatever, like on Facebook. Like just different people I see doing their business. Alexis Brown, like with her cosmetics and the hair and the clothing and shit. Like that shit inspires me because that shit makes me want to be like, all right, what you gonna do today? You need to get up, you need to create something, you need to do something. Like how you gonna pitch this, how you gonna grab people's attention, make people want this. Like everybody wants something, everybody wants to spend their money on something. You just gotta have the right product for them to want to spend their money on. We're all consumers in some way, but you also gotta know how to sell too. You know what I'm saying?
How do you deal with business stress?
Business stress? I'll turn off my phone.
Okay.
I'll deal with that. Like, after I smoke a blunt or what, I'm like, ah. But for the most part, some shit can get demanding, People can be very fucking demanding. But I realize I'm in charge. I'm the boss, If I'm gonna run the business, I'm gonna fucking run it. You know what I'm saying? Like, a part of me being more vocal and communicating more and using my voice is also standing my ground and setting rules and boundaries and everything. So I don't feel sorry now if I tell you I can't do something or I'm not able to, or if I don't have it, That's just what it is. When I have it available, I will let you know.
Where do you see the business going this time next year?
Bigger than where I am now. I see myself doing a lot of great things. I don't want to say too much right now, but in my mind, I see the vision.
And I tell people where they could find you, man, how they could get in contact with you.
Yo, so for OG Trippy Treats, you can find me on Facebook, like me on Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram at OG Trippy Treats. Yeah, you can message me on either or, email me at ogtrippytreats@gmail.com, and that's how you can get in contact with me.
Oh, one more question. What does walk away smiling mean to you?
Yo, I feel that means exactly what it says. Like, it don't matter what you do or what happens in life. You should always smile. Find a way to find the upside of things in life instead of the downside. Enjoy life.
Appreciate you, money.
Appreciate you.